Welcome to Games Overboard and
The Wellhouse Exorcism.
yeah, that's a double episode this week.
Feels weird not being the person. This is your ghost of a host the most? Sha-na-na-na-na.
It's PJ.
And Dan.
And Angie.
We did the exact opposite of what we said
Sure
we were going to do.
Yeah, that's why I got confused. You could never be a director, dear God. You'd be fired.
Now, Honey Bunny. Now, on my podcast, his name is PukwuPJ, so I'm probably going to call him Pukwa, just so you guys know. It's going to happen.
It's all right. I'm going to make fun
Why
of him.
are we here, Pukwa? What are we talking about today?
We are here because Sam Gullman, designer of the presents, has joined us. Hello, Sam.
And where do you live, Sam? Because your accent is beautiful.
I live in cold Sweden, up northern Europe.
The cold
Sweden.
Sweden.
It's
Is there
very
a warm
cold, very
Sweden?
dark. There is like for 3 months per year. So but then we sneak into our cellars and just close everything, and then we procrastinate in darkness for 9 months.
You become basement dweller trolls.
I don't know. I think I want to move to
Exactly,
Sweden.
This is my question then. Like, why do you stay there? Like, if you have to basement
I mean,
dwell.
it's kind of nice, when fall comes, you can play board games. And there is
Wow.
no
Okay.
halting you
I
from
like
being
this.
outside.
I feel like
I
it's-
want to be a basement dweller for 9 months of the year.
Well, I actually appreciate this because you get to be an introvert, but
That's what I was gonna
out of
say.
necessity. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go outside.
You're
It's
getting
cold. Okay, we're moving to you. Okay, we're all coming over.
Well, we're convinced. I guess we're going to Sweden.
I gotta get,
That was easy.
I gotta get my passport. Hold on.
Yeah, right.
I got to renew mine.
I just need one.
Me too.
Hey, high five.
Wait, I'm the only one with a passport?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I don't even have a real ID.
Oh,
Me
yeah.
either. High five.
Wait, I'm the only one with a real ID?
Pain in the rear to get.
My job is like 7 to 4. Nothing is open when I'm done with my job. All right.
Hey.
Anyway, poor Sam.
I know. So, Sam, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, tell us all about you.
What do you want to know?
Let's start with how you got into gaming and how you got into horror.
Right. I don't know when I got into horror. Gaming is easier, I think.
Mhm.
Horror, I think, has always been part of that. I remember some of the first horror movies I saw when I was a kid. For some reason, E.T. was very scary. But the first real one I remember is The Fly, which I begged my dad to be able to see, and he was like, no. And I begged him until he said, okay, record it and see it during daytime. And I did. And I was destroyed by it.
That movie, I saw
So
that movie for
scary.
the first time like 5 years ago, and that was messed up.
Wait, which one, though? The original with Vincent Price? Or the new one with what's
Jeff
his name?
Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum, yeah.
The new one.
The new one.
Jeff
Okay.
one,
Yeah.
I love
70s
Jeff
one,
Goldblum.
whatever.
The
Yeah.
original
Oh,
one
it
was great because at the end you see the guy on the fly's body and he gets caught in a web and all you hear is "Help me!
Oh,
Help
yeah.
me!" It was awesome. Sorry, I didn't say words.
Again, this is an appropriate podcast.
Oh, shut up!
All right.
I'll put a duck quack over.
Just quack
Thank-
over me.
Well, so it's interesting that you say you don't really have any background, like, when horror began, right? Like, you have the movies as your background, but do you have, like, a personal belief as to, like, when I think about people making board games that are, like, about the presence and a ghost talking to you, for my podcast, it's called The Wellhouse Exorcism. We used to not believe in well, I didn't believe in ghosts. I can't really speak for PJ.
I lived in this house. Like I always kind of.
I mean, I grew up with you here, so it's always been a
well,
thing.
I think as a Catholic, I believed you went one of 3 places. You went above, below, or in purgatory to get your soul cleaned. So, like, living here really helped me believe, things can exist beyond. So has there been something that has, like, made you believe in ghosts? Is there a background as to why you created this board game?
So PJ we talked about this before.
I know the answer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so I like the short answer, the true answer is I do not believe in ghosts, but I would very much like to believe in ghosts. And there is some background to that. When I was a kid, my parents left the bigger city and moved out to the countryside, and we got this really old manor, basically like old out in the dark forest. And I remember being alone there. It was a very scary place, and of course I believed in ghosts there. Like I had experiences on my own and with others. I also remember we had a family friend who was a medium, and he came over to analyze the events we had and concluded that there had been a death in a certain room, which then, of course, we were told to avoid. And so it was stuff like that in my childhood. And I think as a non-believer generally, there's this part in me that wants to analyze, want to understand things. But with this spirits, it's about the feeling it, right? You just have to at some point know it or not, right? And that kind of slipped away from me, I think, when I moved to a big city when I grew up, when I still loved this. Like, I think the horror part is me trying to search for those experiences I had when I was a child. And right now, if someone asks me, I say I don't believe in ghosts. But there you have it. So,
Yeah.
If there was a moment like that you couldn't explain, would you believe in ghosts then?
yeah. And I would very much like to come to your house and look down that well of yours.
That is one thing you will never do, sweetheart.
Just sniff it a little,
Just
I mean,
a little
you can
sniff.
come, but it's not being open.
You can come, but you can't touch. Okay,
You look with your eyes.
that's right.
But
Yeah.
I would, yeah. So, yes, I would like to experience
My
that,
well
because-
has very specific rules. You can look, but you can't touch. She says no.
I don't want to know what the well is referring to now.
Well, we're going to mark this as not appropriate
Well,
for children.
well.
Oh, come on. It could be anything.
That's right.
You guys are dirty.
So have you listened to the episodes for the Wellhouse Exorcism? All three
I
of
did.
See? Okay,
I
so
did.
now you get why I'm obsessed with Betrayal at House on the Hill and now the Presence.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Totally.
go.
And maybe my making this game is a kind of a processing too.
All right, so
I
here's
get that.
when you make like a
And-
part 3 to this game, you have to add a well in somewhere. I'm just saying. It
It's got to be in
I
the
will.
basement.
I
Or
will.
cellar.
has
Sorry,
to be in a
cellar.
basement. It has to be nice and spooky.
There will be a well.
I don't need any money for it. I
mean,
just need to know it's there.
You could just take pictures of this place and use that as reference. We got a lot of games and everything, so it looks inviting,
But the
but it's
basement's
really the
not
creepiest
scary
spot.
anymore.
You
I
know,
made sure it
when I-
wasn't scary.
listen. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, you go ahead. I was saying my basement's not scary anymore.
When I listened to your origin story, I imagined how your house looked, and I told PJ this as well. And then when we talk on cams, like, but this is just a normal house. Like, I expected an old Victorian mansion. It's like
So you expect gothic
Thank you, I
architecture and gargoyles outside. And
Yeah,
give me a
no,
day and I'll make sure I stay out there the whole time.
The house used to look creepy, but
Oh, the
we've-
basement used to look real. Yeah. Something.
I put a lot of time and effort and Pinterest into this house.
It looked like real something, huh?
Yeah,
It looked like a real something.
Yeah, I think. Did I send you the TV episode too?
You did.
Did you see that one? It is very cheesy, but it's fun.
And I
You
was
get to
supposed
see like the whole house that way.
I was
so.
supposed to be in that. I couldn't
Yeah,
make it.
Yeah,
Well,
there's a
supposed to be-
lot that was
it was
cut
supposed
out.
to be a
Oh, was
whole
it?
episode.
They
and
were
it was
there
like
for a
one of
whole
3
weekend
then.
filming, and
Man.
it was only a
Let's-
15-minute episode.
Yeah, let's not digress
So-
here. I don't want to complain anymore about that.
Wow. You know.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so since you live in Sweden and we're all moving there, I love historical locations and the conversation of like the history behind, why there could be some kind of a haunting or some kind of residual energy. So are there any local legends, haunted places, or ghost stories from where you grew up or where you are right now that may have impacted your game?
There was a couple, but I don't remember. Like, they didn't make a strong impression on me. I think I've been searching rather. Like, I've been
Mhm.
searching. I read like horror stories and books, like old English horror stories and movies. I've been searching for that feeling, I think,
Hmm.
Mhm.
more than I was influenced by something that, maybe when I was really small and lived in this house, and of course I was influenced by that, but there is no particular tale, I think.
Like that.
Yeah.
It's no, it's I think it's a deep wish for this to be real.
I like that. Well, I like how you kind of keep saying you're looking for the feeling when you're reading these texts, the feeling that you're supposed to get. Like, when we read Edgar Allan Poe, there is a definitive feeling you get from the horror, right? And from the brooding romantic literature of the early 1800s. So when we talk about that, I think it's interesting to discuss the psychology too. So again, like the emotions that we have coming from it. So do you think, like, we as a culture, regardless if we're American, Swedish, whatever, do you think we remain fascinated by the idea of something lingering after death? Is that like where you're kind of coming from for the presence?
I think that ghosts have, as long as they existed, which is, I think, a very long time, like in our public conscience, it's a way to process death, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And whether or not they exist, the ghost stories serve that function for us. That we want to believe there is something, and for some that is a religious search, and for others it's more of a spiritual search. And for like so we want a story that tells us there is something, and especially I think that people we love who pass away exists somewhere.
I agree.
So yeah, that was a long answer, but I think
not long enough. Keep
I think
going.
ghosts are very much that.
Well, it makes me think about PJ's mother too, because his mother passed away very suddenly. She was given 48 hours to live. It was a rough time for us and all of our families, because Dan grew up with her as a mom too. So after she had passed, everyone's having all these dreams with her, and they're smelling her perfume, and we're kind of like, what about us?
Yeah.
Like, hello, over here. How about us? But so I think we, in a way, look for that. But then I remind myself, if we don't have those moments, it's a good thing, because they should be in heaven, right? That's where we want Deb to be, is in heaven. So why would you waste time down here? Go and get back up there with Jesus, hang out, drink your margarita, whatever you're doing in heaven.
Yep.
Mimosas, I think she'd be.
Yeah, you're right. Or a fishbowl.
Or wine. Just straight wine.
Hey, Jesus, I got some more water over here.
But that's
Work
also
your
a common
magic.
theme with ghosts, right? If they are here, that means something isn't right.
Unfinished or business of some kind. Yeah.
And we don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with your game, you wanted to get the feel of gothic horror and kind of bring that out through a game, and that uncertainty that of dealing with a ghost and everything. So how do you even begin designing something like that? Like, what was your first steps in this process?
No. Oh, damn.
Go way back.
Let's go back to ghosts.
So I was a bit tired of like what I was doing in my job at the time. So
Okay.
I told my manager that I'm going to take a little bit of a leave to try to design a board game. And I had another board game in mind. And I thought I'd just start with something quick, like a small card game, where one player is a ghost and the other players are communicating with it. And the whole twist of the game is that they don't know if the ghost is good or if it's evil. And as you can see, I never got to that second game. It just kind of spiraled out into chaos from there. But the core of the game is this idea that I had back then when I thought this would be 20 cards, which is when you see a really good ghost movie or when you have an experience with a ghost, you're thinking about who is this, what do they want, and what can they do to me. Like, the scary part isn't that someone's chasing you with a chainsaw, it's the psychology, because we know that humans are complex and can be scary and can pretend things and want things, right? It's not about what it's swinging in our face, it's about what it's capable of doing, and if we can negotiate with it to you know. So that feeling I wanted, because that I think is one of the more subtle parts of horror, of this type of horror that stays with you. You know, it's not shock value; it's the thing that you think about.
Yeah,
and that's what I wanted to try to capture in a game. And I'm not the one to say if that succeeded or not.
Hear me out. If you're still looking to make a card game, I've been saying the Wellhouse Exorcism should be a card game. I suggested that 2 years ago. So I think you would be great to do that. Off you go.
No input
Thank you
here.
for the-
You just
for the
have to do it.
confidence.
Shoo shoo.
You saw what happened the last time I was recording. So.
Even better.
The Games Overboard crew makes a special appearance.
Yeah, right.
Somewhere.
They're the characters.
We're somewhere
Working with a Ouija board.
no Ouija boards coming in my house.
Can we be pictured
Oh.
in the basement of wherever we are?
There it is,
Just-
yeah.
With our headsets on.
The
and-
game begins like you walk into a house, you go to the basement, and there are just these like 4 dead people around a well. Like, does not bode well for the
with
rest.
board games.
Yes,
with board
with board
games.
How meta.
With the presents. Then.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the games there, yeah.
That's the one that's on the table that we're playing.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
And one of the ghosts that you could be talking to is like Dan, and like you know right away, like, oh no, he's got a potty mouth.
References to really old movies that no one gets.
Yeah.
No.
Shut up. I hate all of you. People get my references.
And he has a catchphrase that we can't say.
Yeah.
My catchphrase is pretty tame.
For our show.
All right, let's talk about this board game. So it's called The Presence, and from what I understand, we have a new one coming out, correct?
It will be an expansion.
Yes.
All right.
So it's not a new game. It's what we wanted to take as a next step for the game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's all you're going to give us? That's all there is?
No, I can give you some scoops.
Oh,
Okay,
please
give
do.
us some, please.
I would like some scoops.
You
Chocolate
want
ice
them
cream,
straight
please.
up? No,
Do you have peanut butter
so-
ripple?
Mm.
That's what I would-
peanut butter in the game.
Well, no, I'm talking
No,
about,
no,
we're
the
talking about
scoops.
ice cream.
Just go with
Scoops.
it.
Scoops.
Oh,
Scoops.
Yeah, I'll talk to the factory about that.
Oh, okay.
Get some ice cream in there. We'll have to do horror themed ice cream though.
I love it.
Okay.
Frankenberry.
Mint
Crap, that's
chocolate
already
chip
taken
is
care
now
of.
slime because it's green.
Ooh.
What, it can be like a blood ripple?
Oh, raspberry.
Yeah.
Anyway, the expansion.
Okay, the expansion will be called Blood and Betrayal.
Ooh.
Raspberry.
Mm. So a few references there that you might pick up on. But so the base game of the Presence is like it's a two games in one. Like we made the game to play single session games
Mhm.
to be an evocative one session experience. And then we added a narrative campaign to it, as you know,
Mm-hmm.
which you can choose to play or not play. Like that's completely up to you.
That is the question.
And yeah. And in that
Shakespeare.
campaign, like the world of the Presence develops more with that campaign. I'm a world builder, like a role player and all of that stuff, and I really wanted to explore why were the spirits so unreliable? Like what's going on with this house? Why are they all there? And the setting of the campaign answers these questions. And what we wanted to do with the expansion, which is non-campaign related, it will only be session game content,
Okay.
but is to explore some of the stuff that happened after the campaign.
Oh.
So the characters, there will be new visitors, and there will be 2 new ghosts. First
Ooh,
time I've told that to
nice.
anyone. And those 2 ghost characters will be, they are in the lore of the game, and you never got to. They weren't spirits in the base game, but now they will be.
Is it
Oh,
like
cool.
one good, one evil, or is it?
He's not telling
He's
us.
not gonna tell us.
No
Well, I guess
one
it
knows.
depends
Wait, he
every time you
knows.
play the game too.
Hey, that's right. That's pretty cool.
I was talking about just the new ghosts, like.
Yeah.
just one-
Who invited these ghosts here? Stop using your Ouija boards.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Okay, Tim.
I would have gone with Ray.
And then
Anyway.
we're adding something else in the expansion that I'm very excited about, and it's something that we cut from development, like an idea like this works, but we just don't have the time to do it well.
Mhm.
We're going to add that one of the visitors can secretly be evil.
Oh, nice.
I'm
So,
into that.
thusly, the betrayal aspect. I
Yeah.
like that.
Who invited
Yeah.
Lovecraft here?
Oh, that sounds awesome.
So
I like how
you
Sam's like
notice-
creepily smiling over this.
That,
see his
it
big
shows
smile.
his excitement.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a social deduction player, you're gonna love that. and
Yeah.
I'm terrible at One Night Werewolf. We're in trouble.
Yeah, you're also bad at Secret Hitler. But...
All of that.
You're good at Dead of Winter, though, which I think this would be closer to.
Oh, that's very kind of you. See zombies. Anyway, Sam, what else do you have for us?
No, well, I mean, that's the core stuff of the
Yeah.
expansion. There's some other stuff coming, but you'll have to see that when we launch.
So you said you had to cut that because you couldn't refine it and everything. So once you figured out how the game was going to play and everything, I assume there was a lot of like refining and retuning and stuff. Like, did the game ever look drastically different in the beginning stages, or was it always pretty much the same game from the beginning to now?
Oh, no, it's changed a lot. I used to have like modular rooms, like in Betrayal, that
Okay.
you can move around on. There's been many ways that the spirit, like the mystery you're solving, the secret cards, they have taken many forms. So we've been through many different steps, and I think I went through 4 ways of having the visitors take actions, like
Okay.
a Concordia variant, and like there was a lot of stuff like that. So the game has morphed, but I've been hunting for this emotion all the time.
Yeah.
Like the emotion that you have something powerful hanging over you and you don't know what it wants. And it's always been a human player. That's the spirit, because I don't think, or I didn't think, I'm not sure how a purely cooperative game would catch this experience of there is a thing and you don't know what it wants.
Yeah.
That's actually my next question. That's crazy. I'm just going to read this word for word now. 'Cause
Okay.
It's funny. Emotional resonance versus jump scares. A lot of horror focuses on cheap thrills, but the presence leans into emotional weight and atmosphere. How do you handle topics of tragedy, haunting, and the human side of supernatural stories in your design? Boom.
Wow.
He already discussed it. Moving on.
That's a question. So my initial goal was that I wanted the game mechanisms to be evocative enough that players filled in the gaps with their own stories of what's going on. And the scripts that determine if the spirit is good or evil, what it wants, they are specifically named, like "Believe in Me" or something like that, but they don't spell out exactly what's going on or why or what happened. Same with the secret cards that you play with that determine the tragic background of the ghost. And it kind of worked, but not in the way I wanted. So what I noticed when people play session games is that they, of course, as gamers, they go in with the mechanics and they play the game, they play the strategy, but they didn't stop to think or to reflect on the story, because the story, like, people focused on the game, right, rather than create a story with it, which I understand now. It was a bit of an ambitious goal, and that's why we made the campaign. So the difference between a session game that's for players who want the social deduction experience with their friends, maybe have a laugh,
Yeah.
The campaign goes into each of these spirit characters, among other things, into what happened to them. And a core part of all of our spirits is that they are both good and evil, and you can kind of understand them, but they're also kind of horrible.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how many spirits you have played with yet. Is it just the first one?
We've just been
Yeah.
sticking with the first one until we get into the campaign, which I want to do soon.
So do I. I'm very, very excited about
I may
that.
have peeked at some of the others.
What?
but-
You can't peek. That's cheating.
So the Moonlight Spirit has a story. Like, she has a reason why she's doing what she's doing. And she, not spoiling much, saying that she's very important to the campaign overall. But then there are other spirits in the house with completely different life experiences, and they're all pretty horrible. But and the intent there is that you can kind of empathize with these things at the same time as you kind of are. It's also a little bit scary because the human becomes the ghost when you understand what happened.
Yeah.
And the scary part, to answer your question, I think the most complex and the scariest part is that when you go from a human to a ghost, you kind of understand that you or I or anyone could do this to someone or be experiencing these things. So you go through this journey of a realization of that humans are actually the horrible entities in the world, and they do this kind of things to each other, and that creates a ghost.
Well, we're the only species in the entire world that like is so evil to each other, because we have the metacognition to be able to be serial killers and horrible, horrible human beings. Sure, cats,
Dolphins are close.
Yes, and sure, cats play with mice, that kind of thing. Like there's that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but cats
we're-
are predators, straight up.
We just do it because, and I think that's what's really horrifying is the because part of it.
Dolphins also do it because, and so do primates.
Yep.
And in that
Because.
order.
Yeah. I like that
Sure.
because I was going to ask. So when you were designing the ghosts, like rules, their behaviors, like the things they're going to do, whether they're good or bad, right? Did you rely on traditional ghost folklore, or did you like look at modern ghost hunting tropes, like movie tropes? What did you use to create those behaviors of your entities?
So I would say each of these ghosts have a core of something that is horrible. Like, not spoiling much, one of the ghosts is themed around being rejected by others.
Okay.
So that ghost has an experience of being misunderstood, rejected, pushed out, and eventually becomes a monster.
I feel like that's my future.
Another ghost has...
we have your backstory now, Angie.
Right. Well...
If your ghost has red hair and is very sarcastic, run away. It's just Angie.
We're in trouble. No, you give her
Does
sweets
she
and we're
have
good.
very long arms?
Sweets and a cat.
Does she have very long arms?
Oh my god.
Sam saw his ghost come to life.
You're welcome.
You're the monster that was haunting his dreams. Sorry, go ahead, Sam.
Sorry.
No, I'm done. But each of the ghosts have a core like that, and maybe I shouldn't spoil all of it.
Yeah. Well, that's
But-
something, since we only played the first ghost, you guys don't know that the tokens you pull out of the bag are different per ghost.
Oh, so they're very
They're
specific.
personalized.
Okay,
yeah.
that's cool. I like that. Because I like the being able to whisper something or blowing out the candle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
I like doing that
The
to you
whisper.
specifically.
The whisper is such a, like, it was just a fun thing. Like, we added on a token. Like, what if people could just, and everyone just loves the whisper. Like, the first reaction is, can I say anything I want?
That's what we
Do
said.
I have to whisper? Yes, you do have to whisper.
Yeah, Dan, when he did that, he just dropped the F-bomb, and that was his whisper. And we're like, what?
Well, okay. Because you weren't doing what I was trying to get you guys to do.
Excuses.
The first time that I played as the ghost, I was a good ghost, and they weren't like had everything trying to push them in the right direction, and they just no, we'll go this way.
Let's also tell him how you screwed up.
Okay, well that's the thing. I was doing so well, and then I realized that I screwed up the deck. For the
He had two
clues.
copies of two suits instead of one
because
of each suit.
PJ didn't clarify.
I didn't clarify. It is on me there a little bit.
But we
It's
did. We
half-
had played one time, and he knew what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this isn't right. I don't know what I did wrong. Well, I know what
Now
I
we
did
know.
wrong now. And knowing it's half the battle, G.I.
So we
Joe.
reset and played again, and
That's right. And then this time, Angie and I teamed up to be the ghost. And we weren't so nice this time. And we did win.
we did.
We'd be proud of that.
I was trying to
so
help you
you
guys.
were gonna ask something, Dan.
Yeah, I forgot already.
Okay. When you remember, raise your hand, like a good little boy. Teacher will call on you.
Have you ever known me to be a good little boy?
Anyway, Sam, what, do you have any questions for us before we go on to the next section? I feel like we've been asking you, like you're on the spot, which is good. This is an interview.
Yeah,
but-
you are the guest on here,
We
but
just don't have the light shining in your eyes.
Yeah,
Make it
well,
happen.
can arrange for that. But like, you asked me some pretty good questions, and you guys clearly have a passion or need to process horror.
A little bit of both, yeah.
So I would like to know.
We dabble.
Like,
I call mine
like,
a passion.
was there? You grew up in this house,
Yep.
so did you talk to your parents about this stuff?
All the time, and they said that it was just my imagination. Like, I wouldn't even go upstairs alone. I would need someone to escort me, and
I don't blame you.
my sister hated it. She's like, "This is stupid," and my parents were like, "It's a phase. They'll grow out of it," And
He didn't.
and then our kids started doing the same thing when we had kids in the house. Like, they started asking for escorts to go upstairs, and I was like, "Oh, this is bringing back some memories I've completely forgot about until now."
Don't look at all those repressed memories.
Yeah.
You got back.
Trauma. This is all trauma.
Well, one of my favorite ones, because it's creepy being in the situation, but like listening to the story, it's like, ah, ha, 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 which is when we were cleaning things out to turn it into a hangout spot up in the attic.
The attic.
And we found his sister's horse toy. And you pulled back the leg and it had batteries in it. You pull the leg back and it throws its head back and it neighs and makes sound and everything.
And there's a button on its side to make a galloping sound.
And I picked it up and it started neighing. I was like, oh, cool, the batteries are still good. And I opened up the compartment and there are no batteries. I went, okay, nope.
How early were you also convinced, or like when did you guys talk? When did this happen that you kind of talked about it and you realized you weren't alone with this?
It was when I moved back in. Well, I first noticed that something was weird. I was probably like 12 years old or so, and every so often my bed would wobble, and it wasn't like a violent shake, it was just a slight wobble. And I always equate it to the feeling like when you're sitting in traffic and it feels like all the cars around you are moving even though you're just standing still. It's that like sensation I would get while lying in bed. So I thought it was just in my head. And Eli's home.
Eli's home.
Yeah. And
If you heard the dog bark, sorry.
And one day the bed started to wobble, and our cat was on the bed with me, and she freaked out and bolted out of the room and just left me there. And that's when
Self-preservational skills.
that's when I realized
you can stay here, but
that's when I realized like this was something more than just in my head. But it didn't get real until we moved back into the house, and the first night the bed wobbled. It looked kind of like a welcome home gesture, And
Hey, PJ.
Welcome back, PJ.
and
I missed you.
I was like, oh crap. Like, here we go.
I didn't believe. I thought you went places when you died. So, and I'm very. I don't want to use the word like. I'm very particular. Like, I know where I leave things. So the kids and PJ always ask me, like, where is this thing? Because I can tell you down to, like, the exact, like, color scheme of, like, where something is. Like, it's crazy. I have a very good memory. But my watch went missing. And I was so mad because, like, I was very particular about where I would put my phone and my glasses and my watch every night when I went to bed. They were always organized. And so when it just wasn't where it was supposed to be, then it wasn't in the bathroom. And then when I complained out loud and it just shows back up where it's supposed to be, that we've both looked at multiple times and it was empty, I was like, okay, well, I can't explain that. And when the logical can't answer it, then you have to go to what is the illogical because there's no other explanation. And I'm very black and white that way. And that's when I was like, okay, that's weird. We're fine. And then shoes and everything else started disappearing. I'm like, then I was just annoyed more than anything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of like when I started believing, was because I couldn't explain that. And it happened in front of PJ and me at the same time. So therefore, there had to be some other worldly explanation for it.
Yeah.
Well, I also grew up in a pretty old
Jersey
and,
town, yeah.
not so subtle.
Yeah, we have an
house.
episode about your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that was a massacre area, too.
It's like episode 10-ish. It's early, but
Bad
Yeah,
recordings.
the
Do not
whole-
judge us, okay? Bad.
no, by then we were pretty decent.
We're getting better,
Yeah.
but anyway.
So like the whole town was just, it's known for atrocities.
Yeah, there was a big massacre that happened in that area when the Native Americans versus the settlers. And that's most of American background is us taking over land and hurting people.
So my house was, by the way, I found out a little bit ago, was one of the first what they called mobile homes.
Yes, it was. You told that in the
because it was
on
put
the
on
episode.
it was put on a boulder and moved there and everything, and it turned into the Grange Hall. Then it was the schoolhouse for the area. Then it was back to the Grange Hall, and then it turned into a house, and now it's gone.
Yeah, now it's a grassy
now it's just,
lawn.
I'm so upset about that. But anyway, so I grew up in that, hearing things outside, creatures that aren't around the area because it's a little too populated.
Bigfoot.
No Bigfoot.
Dang it.
Big feet.
Big butt, maybe, but that's a different story. So when PJ and I met, which was when we were 12, like, he gave me this look of like, you're going to hear some creepy things. And I'm like what?
Bet.
Like stuff that I haven't experienced already. Like, I used to hear scratching in my walls next to my bed. So then I show up here. First few times, nothing happened. Little bit into us being friends. Oh, things are starting to happen. Oh, this is just like home.
This is all very familiar to me.
This is just my second home.
My favorite one is something that I never encountered in my own house, which was the doors
The
closing.
basement doors, yeah.
The basement door and the front door, which was a very heavy door, kept closing on us. So, and one at a time. One would open, the other would close. So like, and it made me mad because we were trying to watch a film, and I don't remember what we were trying to watch.
I don't remember either, yeah.
But every time we'd be like, all right, press play, yeah. And then we'd hear a door open. Oh, my God.
I think, ironically, it was a horror movie.
It probably
the
was.
I think it was The Sixth Sense.
That may have
It
been it.
wanted your attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like we'd go
You
over.
like scary movies? Well, let me make it scarier for you.
So we'd go over and like close a door, and then we'd go back and hit play, and then another door would open. Like, so I said, like, let's just close and lock both of them at the same time. So we did, hit play, and then they both opened. And went, I'm done. We're going to bed. I'm not doing this anymore.
And we weren't scared, we were just annoyed
It was
by
annoyed,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
a lot
but
of what
it-
happened
Oh
here
my
was
god,
just
not
annoying.
this again.
Yeah, pretty much. The scariest one, though, has to be that stupid Furby.
I love the Furby story.
Her
Look
sister-
at that face.
Her sister constantly sends me Furby stuff.
She finds them in antique stores.
Nice.
And just takes a
Still
picture and
sends
sends it to me. So
Furbies are creepy, though.
Thank
Yeah.
you. They are.
So
Yes.
this was the first generation of Furbies he had, and
I'll make them
our
look for you.
friend was feeding it, and it died. Like, the batteries just completely died halfway through feeding. So it was like, nom, 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 nom. He's like, oh my god, PJ, I killed your Furby. He's like, it's okay, it's just the batteries.
Yeah, because
it's
this is
fine."
the early days of Furby, like back in the late 90s when everyone had a Furby or, played
wanted
with
a Furby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone thought they were like Tamagotchis, like they would die
If you didn't feed them,
and
they'll
like,
learn new things. Like, no,
yeah.
they don't.
And none of that was true, but
Right.
so he thought he had killed my Furby.
So we took it upstairs. We put it on a shelf in his bedroom. Didn't think about it again for I don't remember how long it was.
Months, probably.
Like months. And I'm spending the night here. We're in his room, and like 3 a.m, we just hear the mechanical eyes flip open and nom 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 nom. Like, ah!
And then we took it up to the attic. We're like, go away to the attic. And
Stay
then
up there.
Shoo.
And then like 3 years later, one night, we hear this and we're like, what is buzzing? And so we searched my whole bedroom, which by the way is connected to the attic. There's a door that like led up to the attic in
Very
the
Victorian,
bedroom.
yeah.
And,
Yeah, that's the way my house was. It was my parents'
Yeah.
room.
and so we tore the room apart looking for this buzzing sound, and we couldn't find it. And then I'm like, wait. And we leaned to the attic door, and we're like, it's in the attic. So we go up to the attic, and there's the Furby with its eyes half open and its mouth open going,
Like if the thing was having a stroke.
I love how your ghosts have a sense of
I know.
Megatron's good too.
The
If
Megatron
you can't
story
be, I
was
might as well
funny.
join
Yeah, I've
them.
heard that one. And,
You've heard
Yeah,
the Megatron
Megatron.
story? I love that.
Megatron attack. Poor Jared.
I recommend listening to the other podcast that you guys do.
Yeah, thanks.
Especially these origin stories.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I will
honestly.
say
honestly.
the
we
one
gave that to Jared as a birthday present. He did not appreciate.
So the one with toys that actually legitimately scares me, and mainly because I wasn't here for this, I was out in Los Angeles, was the dinosaur, the T-Rex that kept showing up in the same spot.
Yeah.
That would creep me out just a little too much.
Penny named it Chicken.
Well, that's
Just
what they turn
appropriate.
into.
This is
Dinosaur.
Yes. Oh boy. Any other questions for us as we tell our silly ghost stories of this house?
Not right now, I think.
He's getting new ideas.
Freaked him out enough.
Inspiration.
If you don't put a Raggedy Ann doll in the expansion, I'm going to be upset.
Well, that's actually a good question. So when you were designing your board game, were you playing other horror-based games to get ideas? Because you mentioned Betrayal at House on the Hill.
Yes.
Like, how about Mysterium? Like,
Mansions of Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've played all of those games. I think I haven't played Betrayal Legacy, though.
oh, that's so good.
But, yeah, I've heard it's good. And I played a lot of games. I play a lot of games. So I've been doing this stuff for a while. But designing was the first. So I feel I had a lot of references in my head.
Mhm.
And when I design, I don't start with the mechanisms. I start with the emotions I want to evoke, basically. So sometimes you can take pieces from games, but it's it doesn't start that way. Like, I don't look at, for example, Kingdom Death Monster. I play a little bit, and it's a very interesting game.
I would
But
love to
it's,
play that game sometime. It's a massive game.
We can talk about that too. Like, and it's actually one of the good horror games. Like, I think it does horror in a very nice way. But you need. Okay, let's talk about horror in board games a little bit.
Yes, please.
Because I think it's impossible to do a horror board game.
Yeah.
I think it's impossible.
It's hard to play a game in low light, for one thing.
We kind of tried, but I don't think we tried hard enough.
How are you supposed to read?
Who needs
That's
to
the hard
read?
Glow in the dark text.
That's
right. Yeah.
You just need to have a flashlight. Like, it could be your candle.
Oh,
Be
I
a
like
flashlight.
that. I like
And
that.
then when he blows it out,
All right,
The British
hear
call
me
it a
out. Next
torch.
time we play the presents, we put tea lights in every room of the board.
Ooh,
They light it on fire.
That would be a little
No,
dangerous.
not real tea
Character.
lights, the
That's
battery.
Just lighting my house on fire. Okay.
I mean, what would be,
Battery-operated
what would be
kind.
really cool, though, is like when you blow out the candle, you can turn it off.
Oh, yeah.
should get the ones that you can blow out.
Oh, you know what? The last time I think we played a game that was really, truly scary.
Nightmare.
Nightmare.
Did you ever play
PJ.
that game?
It's in Europe. It's called Atmosphere. Dan, you want to get the? Well, actually, I can reach it better.
It's right here.
Who is
But
the
I
young
think it's
one,
right
PJ?
outside the. Yeah. I love it. Put it over here.
So it's from the '90s. It's a VHS horror board
Get out of your
game,
microphone.
and yeah, anywhere outside America, it's called Atmosphere. It's an hour long. You put the tape in, or it's on YouTube too. The video and you.
VHS, man, we're going
Yeah,
back.
you put the tape in, and a timer starts, and there's an actor who's called the Gatekeeper, and he instructs you to do things. And if you fail to do them in time, then you get banished to the black hole. And it's so much fun. It's such a great game.
It's a lot of fun. I remember playing that for the first time with you guys, and it was
Yo, I can
just
dig it.
Jared. Just poor Jared.
Yes, Mr. Gatekeeper. But like
That's
it's
interesting.
it's
actually,
timed.
because it's like a cross-media game.
Yeah.
That actually evokes horror.
Yeah, and that was all the rage in the late 80s all the way through the 90s.
Because there's music playing, then all of a sudden he'll just pop on and talk to you, and it's pre-recorded, so like it shouldn't scare you, but it's that jump
But
scare.
yeah.
Yeah, there's jump scare because like every time he pops on the screen, there's a crash of thunder, and it's great. It's so much fun.
Who
And he
is the
ages.
young one?
The Gatekeeper
me.
ages as the video goes on.
It's pretty
Oh.
cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
Is it always the same? Like, it's a video, right? So
Yeah,
it's
so
Yeah,
it's always the
the
same. There was a DVD version that came out later where it randomized events, but I remember not liking it as much. So yeah.
I never played that one.
Yeah.
Never played either of them.
That's a shame.
But there are expansions. There's Nightmare 2, 3, and 4 with new tapes and new actors. And they're all based on like real historical people. Like one of them is Elizabeth Bathory.
Another one was Baron Samedi.
Baron Samedi was one. and some of the characters in the game are like Givaldon, the werewolf of France, and Khufu.
Oh, yeah.
The mummy Khufu.
Yeah.
So
It's a good game.
yeah.
I like it.
Just a fun
It's
series.
nostalgic. I mean, you're holding a VHS. Come on, it's adorable.
I got that in Las Vegas for I traded a game for it.
Really?
Yeah. I bought Taj Mahal, which is a pretty well-renowned game. I got it for $3 at a thrift store. And then when we went to Vegas, I knew that there's going to be a game sale, like they called it a yard sale.
A trade, yeah.
And so I'm like, I knew that was happening. So I took the game with me across the country to Vegas, and I traded it for Nightmare.
That's awesome. Yeah, we still have to play it for our Halloween
We do,
episodes.
yeah.
Totally.
We say that.
And we never
Every
do
year.
it.
We
Yeah.
never do it.
And I get so upset.
Anyway, all right. So,
So I actually do have a question for you about the board itself. So I love the design of the board. The artwork is fantastic. When it came to making it pieces that you fit together as opposed to a board that folds out, was that something that came about because of just the way you designed it, or was that something out of necessity, or how did you decide upon that?
You mean having the modular board?
Yeah,
the
having a
extra
modular-
wings.
Yeah, having a modular board as opposed to like just a full board that folds out.
Yeah. So you notice you use some of the parts when you have more players,
Mhm.
like 4 or 5 players. Then you add the west wing and the east wing of the house.
Yeah.
And we're trying to be mindful of people's table space,
Mhm.
and so that you can arrange things as you want. So that was the main driver.
Okay.
But we wanted people to not have to fold out this enormous board, but that they could like puzzle it so that it fits their table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we also think it looks kind of nice to have wrapped edges around these parts instead of like this. Because if you cut the board, it's like, a 6-fold piece with cardboard,
Mhm.
edges, and sometimes they don't fit together very well, so you
Right.
get this kind of like cheap feeling. And so we just wanted, so that's the reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the board. I think it's
Dan just had that
fantastic.
complaint about Zombicide.
I did.
I was thinking about that.
I did that pet peeve of mine. If you have a board and you have pieces that are supposed to connect, the printing should match up along with your edges.
like a puzzle.
And instead, what you get is if you line up the edges perfectly, well, suddenly your street is now
Cockeye.
like an eighth of an inch off, and your road doesn't match. But if you make the road match, then your edges don't match, and it just bugs me.
Yeah, no, that's an incredibly annoying things. Like the small things that are,
Yeah.
It makes it look
it
chintzy.
can break your immersion.
Yeah,
does.
absolutely. Uh-huh.
Especially for a game that was expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. $140 game, and that's
Yeah.
part of the quality you get out of it.
No me
Oh.
gusta.
Infuriating.
He's still mad
But
about it.
I
speaking
am.
speaking of, can we give a shout out to the artist right now and talk about just the art and development of that in the game, because it's beautiful.
Definitely. So actually, we're 2 people doing this.
Okay.
It's me and Leonie, who's my partner in crime here, you can say, and she's the main artist of the board
Nice.
and the item art and a lot of all the graphic design she's done on her own. So her background is in graphic design and art,
Mhm.
and mine is very different. I'm an engineer, so we kind of cover those bases, both of us.
I mean, you guys go hand in hand, though.
Yeah, and I mean we have very different perspectives, so we have very interesting conversation. And then- so we're doing this together. Like we formed a company to do this kind of crazy hobby project, and then we have Sergey who does the character art. So that's
Okay.
a separate artist.
Very
And,
cool.
And I mean you should see my drawings. They're very
I draw
I'm
stick
very,
figures. There's
very
no
happy.
judgment here.
yeah. I mean, it could be stick figures, but Leonie is really good at what she does, and she's she has a sense for bringing out realism in the art. It's really incredible. So yeah, it's. I agree.
Yeah. I
love
made-
the
I
board.
made the
And she
shit-
spent
Yeah,
half a summer on that. I think.
Oh, wow.
Like 6 weeks or something.
Wow. Yeah, I made to say in our first impressions episode of the game, like the box art is incredible.
Oh yeah.
And that's like the quality you get throughout the whole game. You know, where usually the box art is significantly better than the rest of the game art, but it's not the case for the presents.
I like to think of it as the classic Nintendo games, where the artwork is like, yeah, and then you play the game, you're like, yeah.
Nintendo is
Yeah,
wonderful.
no.
Back off.
Not anymore.
I mean, we did this as a passion project and like as a besides our other jobs. So we didn't really like. I think art is expensive, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Mhm.
why you have this kind of nice looking cover and
Right.
maybe less nice looking insides of board games. But we spent our time instead in most of this.
Yeah.
I
So
only have one last question.
Oh,
Okay.
shoot.
Well, I meant like when we're all done, I have one last
Oh.
question.
okay.
Oh, okay.
When can we expect the expansion to hit crowdfunding? Do you have a date yet in mind?
We do. It will launch 1st of October.
Ooh.
Oh, perfect
Excellent
time.
love.
Just in time for spooky season.
I like spooky.
Is Halloween big
Yeah,
in
but-
Sweden?
Halloween is probably not as big as for you guys, but it's
They're in their
pretty big, I
basements,
would
so
say.
no.
Yeah.
They don't go
It
outside. It's
didn't
too
used
cold.
to be. we creep out of the basements on Halloween.
Very fitting for the time period. Excellent work.
Everybody's dressed in the same costume.
They're all Gollum.
Their hair's really long.
No, we have another, like the weekend after is All Hallows Eve,
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
and that's a traditional weekend where we basically not celebrate but remember the dead.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Halloween, I think, has been growing because it's just fun.
Yeah.
Do you think
People
partly
love
America
Halloween.
is making that happen? Because I feel like America is making Halloween great everywhere.
Yeah, well, no comment.
Oh,
Ow, it's okay.
yeah. Well,
Oh.
yeah.
You
You're-
kind
you're
of stepped into
phrasing
that
there.
one.
Oh yeah, the
I thought it was a conscious pun. You guys.
that was not no.
I don't know.
Do you want to take that back?
No,
you
well,
want
it's
those words
fair.
back?
I do
It's
like
fair.
that slogan better than what the current administration has. Let's make Halloween great again.
No, it's ruined. It's ruined.
Oh gosh.
That was amazing.
We just make it better. How about that? Better. Can I use the word better?
It's huge, okay? It's the best holiday ever. We make it so good. So good.
I hate myself.
We're gonna get all the candy.
Give them king-size bugs because that's what the kids want, okay? I know what the kids want because that's what I want.
Some
too.
houses give out the little ones.
No,
not,
no,
not the good
White
houses.
House.
No,
No.
this person's giving out the small ones, but taking only big ones. That's what that is. It's a let them eat cake situation.
Gosh, it's such an embarrassment.
On a side note, I'm not sure if you saw, but we're supposed to be eating ramen and liver to save
Oh
money.
yeah.
Hey, I like
Okay, this is
liver and
not a political
onions.
podcast. I gotta.
That escalated quickly.
That did,
He's
yeah.
gonna cut all that.
Woo!
Oh, but
Are
that was
you?
the best part.
I know.
That was really
That was pretty good.
I like the part where we broke Sam.
Yes, that's always my favorite part
And
when
if
I
you're
break
not
people.
sure, we are. I am not pro him.
No, yeah.
I'm not speaking for these guys over here. But
No, she's definitely pro her though.
I am pro me.
Pro me.
That's good to be, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good instincts.
Prometheus.
No, I'm not Prometheus. He stole fire.
What about the modern Prometheus? That's just Frankenstein's monster.
You're just holding this now.
I'm holding this and it's making a creaky sound,
I
but it's
know.
okay.
Okay.
I
Very-
forgot what my comment was to Sam, but not. Oh, Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
How quickly you
Wow,
forgot.
I
your
would have
memory is
forgotten
worse
too.
than mine.
I
Just
just
repre-
One of your favorite holidays.
Just
You
push that
forgot all
memory
about
down.
it.
well, I'm repressing the fact that I almost quoted our
Never-
Das
just-
Fuhrer.
Carrot and Chief.
Yes, that. Oh, I like that carrot and chief.
Yeah, well, it's orange, right? It's a color of Halloween.
That's right.
We have
I
our own
couldn't help
jack o'
myself.
lantern, and
I was gonna
there
say
you
candy
go.
corn. No one likes it.
Well,
That's right.
he
It just
does have
shows up
the
every
lighter colored top, so it fits.
Yeah, candy corn. I like that.
Yeah. Basically a pumpkin.
Round like it, but only 200 pounds, guys.
I like that you were able to say that with a straight face and you didn't even
It didn't break.
didn't break it all. That was great.
I'm breaking on the inside. No.
Us two send help.
All right.
Can we get political and ask them what they think about us over there?
Well, I think we know now.
Okay. Some of us are really nice.
Oh
Okay,
my.
back to what we're actually here for.
I have one last question. So when you guys are done, I have one last question.
So do you guys have anything else for Sam over there?
I don't think so.
No, just comments of this game is fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love it. No, I really think so. You wanted to go for a gothic aesthetic. I think you nailed that perfectly. Just looking at the components, you already get that sense. The artwork really captures the feel. I was so excited when PJ told us that you were sending this out to us. I really wanted to play it, and it took us a little bit.
Yeah, I know you had a few games in the start.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Always
But-
have a stack.
Oh, I do have a question for you. It's not like an important question. It's just a random question that popped in my head one day. You sent us extra dice, which I love because the dice are fantastic.
Oh,
in
I
this
love
game.
them.
But can extra dice be used in the game, or are they just for fun?
No, like actually, that's an add-on. Just getting more of the same dice that we added because in the like we ran our first Kickstarter, right? This is our first game. We had no idea what we were doing, and people were asking us like
Like what
we
stretch
want to
goals?
give you more money. We're like, what? We have already. What should we do? So as a stretch goal, we just added like you can if you like the dice, which we do, they're awesome. Like,
They're
you
so
can
cool.
Get more of them to use in your other games, or just take the nicest ones because they're all kind of unique. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was a bit of a crazy mid-campaign decision to add that because we didn't usually Kickstarters these days have a lot of add-ons, a lot of boxes, a lot of
Levels.
like gameplay content broken out that you have to buy separately and stuff like that. And we never really liked that because we didn't like that's not what we were doing this. We just put everything in the box, and the box is quite heavy, There's a lot of stuff in there.
It's a dense box. There's a lot in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the campaign we could have broken that out too. So we didn't have that many add-ons really. We had this Ouija board, which we love. It's like a fun little thing.
I'm sad we didn't use that more.
Well, I mean, we're gonna play again, so.
So
pronounced
yeah,
Ouija?
so that's why. So I just
Is
we had
Ouija
some.
pronounced Ouija?
I threw some in.
Depends on.
Really?
It's
I just
probably
learned.
a regional thing.
So you pronounce Ouija Ouija?
Yeah, but I don't. Not
That's
sure
so
if I
cool.
do it correctly.
I mean, Americans call it Ouija, so.
Listen.
I just go by what
yeah.
Parker Brothers said, or Milton Bradley, or whoever the crap.
Did they say
Sold it.
Ouija?
Oh,
The
I'm
original-
sorry. I meant to say Ouija. Just sell a game.
I
The
was
original world is for just the thing that you have on top is called planchette.
The
And
planchette,
that
yeah. Yeah,
sounds
that, yeah.
French to me, so
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
it's French. And then they made this as a product, I think, as a toy product or something, and then
Yeah.
renamed it.
Because
Well,
everybody
it's
needs
just
a toy
yes,
that you
yes.
can
It's
communicate.
Ouija.
Yeah, we
Yeah. Ouija.
You always need a toy that you can communicate with ghosts with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
What
All
kid
kids
doesn't
need
need
that.
one of those? Maybe
How else
you
are you
should have
gonna-
had one.
Put it right next to that chemistry set. you
Right.
know?
That's right.
And your microscope.
Oh no, those chemistry sets, they were pretty awesome.
Sam, we're a
They were.
professional podcast, I promise.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
It'll sound very professionally made, yeah.
The things we
Look.
say, probably not, but it's fine.
I'm an actor.
It's a very fun
off.
podcast, I can tell you that. You guys have
you.
a
Thank
lot
you.
of
Appreciate that.
chemistry. Like you can sense that you guys did this together for a long time. You know each other super well.
I just want to say
So-
that Dan was my friend first. I've known Dan longer than PJ.
What does he
It's
have
true.
to say about that?
It's facts.
Dan was my first boyfriend.
Also facts.
Wow.
And now
Third grade.
I'm her fiance. PJ's her
Forever.
husband.
It's our running joke, yeah. even though we're married, when we got engaged, people congratulated her saying Dan was such a nice man. And she's like, didn't get engaged to Dan.
Well, and it was funny because, like, when I got that congratulations, I was in college and I was working part time over at Dollar General, and the person who congratulated me is like, "I thought you were dating PJ, but congratulations to you and Dan." I'm like, "I am dating PJ, and PJ proposed." Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that all the confusion came about because I was known as the theater person all through school.
And
Even though
yeah.
PJ did theater with me all the time, like we were always in the same shows.
Inseparable.
Yeah.
We also looked a lot more alike when we were younger.
Yeah.
Like people really did think we were brothers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but PJ proposed to me on stage, so I think that's where the confusion got.
Yeah, that would have been a me
Yeah.
move, except I never did that. Ever.
I'm okay with that.
And you know,
You
I've
can
been
be my
engaged.
fiance.
I've been engaged twice now.
Once. Anyway. Does anybody else have any questions before I ask my last one?
Oh boy. You seem very excited about this final
This
question.
one is for the Wellhouse Exorcism, so
Okay.
finish your games overboard questions, because this one is going to be fantastic.
Okay.
As the box makes
As the
noises.
box creaks.
I don't know why, but I just had that song come into my head. Hey, let's hear it for the boys. I don't know why.
Hear it for the Well House.
I mean,
All right. My
Sam,
final...
do you have anything for us
Oh.
before we have our final one for you?
No, I'm I'm getting tired, I think.
I think he's scared.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Never know.
You said that you are not, like, you want to believe, but you don't believe.
real
Okay.
quick, every time I hear someone say that, I just think of the X-Files. I want to believe.
The truth is out there.
That's right.
Anybody else want to pop in?
Listen, I'm with you on that. Like,
Sorry.
Well, now that you brought up the X-Files.
I've never experienced any of it, so I have trouble believing it too.
Yeah.
You know, like,
If you could spend one night investigating any real world location rumored to be haunted and you had complete unrestricted access, where would you go and why?
Greyfriars Graveyard in Edinburgh.
Okay, what is that and
Ooh.
explain?
It's a fantastic place that I've only been able to visit in daytime.
Cool.
It's a really old graveyard in the center of Edinburgh, and there's many things that have happened there, but among them a massacre of soldiers a long time ago.
Hmm.
And it's when you enter this graveyard, it's like the tombstones are like half tipped over, like
Oh.
sticking out of the
Oh, wow.
ground, and it's just been piled up over the centuries. They've just been like, so this, when they excavate there, they find old tombstones, old bones, like it's just packed with old graveyard stuff, and it's all chaos. Like no one knows what's down there. So yeah, so that's
That'd
a
be
place
cool.
I really love walking in, and I would love to spend a night there.
All right, well, let's get our passports and off we go. Chop, chop.
Yeah, I could go to Edinburgh.
The last time we went and did any ghost hunting in a cemetery, the cops came, so we got to be really careful. Shout out to our college years. Never were you there for that one?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, Dan was there for that.
Jersey Town Cemetery.
And James kept, James, just shut up.
The cops just think we're nerds, and we are. Interesting. Well, thank you.
That's a legit excuse, I think. Like, hey, we're nerds. They're like, okay.
Well, apparently there
And
have
they
been
were,
like,
they're just like, all right.
Okay, we
we were
got
showing
you.
pictures of our ghosts we caught on camera. No, because apparently there had been kids there like tipping over gravestones, which is just abominable. And so they thought that we were them. We're like, no, we're just here legitimately trying to get ghosts on our camera. So they're like, yeah, go on, get shoo shoo, you weirdos. Well, thank you so much for a wonderful interview. I have enjoyed this very much.
Mhm. Thank
Well,
you so
duh.
much.
It was awesome.
Yeah, thank you. It was a nice chat.
Look at me using the word nice.
nice.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Adjective, man, I don't know.
That's what he says to be polite. It was. a
I will.
nice
I will
chat.
figure out some questions to ask you after this. I think. Like, I'm way too tired now. It's been a long day.
That's
Oh.
quite all
Ours
right.
is just starting.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you guys for inviting me. It was really fun. And
Ooh. He can interview
I
us.
love
I love
watching
that.
over the game shelf. there.
Interview part 2 where he asks us the ghost questions.
I like this
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
We've never
Sure.
been interviewed. We've always been the interviewers.
I haven't been interviewed in a very, very, very long time.
We can cut him out of it and just be me and PJ and Angie.
Oh.
It's fine.
I can ask all the questions. Then you cut the questions out, and then just have you answering.
No, we want to
See how
have you
confused
there.
people are.
Yeah,
We
have
want you
have
to ask
there.
us. The amazing Sam will be asking us the creepy questions. The hard question.
What she's saying is they'll just cut me out
100%.
because I'm the more entertaining one.
It'll be more like this.
There it is. That's perfect.
Yeah, there we go.
We did it.
My God, it's like being back in Los Angeles.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Is there someone among us? Knock twice if you're here.
Is there a spirit here?
Oh my gosh. Poor Sam's like, I need to go to bed.
No, I see this creepy toy up there on the Stratego box, and it's like,
Oh, yeah.
should it be there? Is it ambushing you?
Or is it this fuzzy thing?
So this is.
Oh god, here we go. We're gonna talk about it.
We
always
almost
have to
made
say
it in a whole episode without mentioning Seismic. So there's a board game called Seismic. It's
Can you see it?
massive, and it's one of our favorite games of all time, and definitely my top game of 2026. But I took one of the minis and I blew it up 600%, and that's this guy here.
And then he painted it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then he painted it because he's a nerd.
all right.
There it
Painted
is.
his favorite color.
Purple. Favorite
nice.
color.
It's actually right
So
here. I don't know if you can
with
see
your
it.
toy liking ghosts, that might.
I don't know if you can see the box.
Not anymore,
Uh-oh.
Sam.
I lost.
You lost the other half. It's okay.
Oh, we lost it.
There we go.
There's Dan.
Hi.
This is the box right here of this game.
It fills a whole
And it fills
Calyx
that-
square.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Ah.
pretty big.
PJ bought this entire board gaming thingamabobby just to fit that board game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's a
Well
nerd.
worth it.
Oh, it's so good.
It's a big game.
Well, everyone,
Huge,
thank
huge
you for
game.
listening to the Wellhouse Exorcism and Games Overboard.
Shout out to Jason Blake.
And shout out to
'Cause why
Sam,
not?
who's on the actual
Right,
podcast right now.
right.
Okay, it's fine.
And John Garcia, if you're listening.
We're so very sorry.
Still.
All right, so Sam, thank you so much. We're gonna let you go. But if you ever want to be on the show again, we would love to have you back
Part
for some
two, you interviewing us.
for more ghost stuff.
Just reach out.
Yeah, totally. And I need to listen to some more Wellhouse Exorcism podcasts.
Thank you.
before,
Yes,
so
you
I can
do.
get you with those sneaky questions.
Listen, I got a couple I could suggest. Don't worry. Just, email me through gamesoboard@gmail.com.
Yep.
We can become besties.
Nice. Okay, thanks. And
Shanna and Sam and Shanna. See the S's there? It works.
All I hear is.
Suck it, Dan. I made a best friend. Anyway,
I thought this was supposed to be a clean podcast.
the word is appropriate.
Whatever.
Okay.
I ruined that like the second we started. It's fine.
Well, Sam, we look forward to a part 2 with you where you ask us the questions. Cannot wait for that. If you are interested in our podcast and like to learn more about us, please hop on gamesoverboard.com. You can find us on Facebook at Games Overboard. And Wellhouse Exorcism is a part of Games Overboard on Facebook because we are a subsidiary. However, we're also on Instagram, the Wellhouse Exorcism, all one word. And we're on Blue Sky as the Wellhouse Exorcism, all one word.
Right. And thank you, Sam, for coming on.
Yeah, thanks, Sam.
Thank you so much for everything. Bye.
back into my Swedish cellar now.